Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
Good morning, crypto friends. How are we doing out there? Well, let's have a look at today's pricing. As you can see here, we got up there to that 35,245, so we just underneath this 100-day moving average. Still struggling to get through there, and let's see if the bulls can't buy us up into that area. So we're going to look at support to hold at 33,940.55 and resistance 35,245.42. Looking here at Ethereum, ETH, USD going red to green, and we're looking at resistance now. Got some wiggle room for Ethereum as we cross the buy target. So we are looking here at support to hold 1953.72, and your resistance levels is up all the way up to 2126.12, and we'll nudge that stop on up as we make our climb back through. So Ethereum up 0.30% for today. Heading on over to Binance Coin, BNB USD, support 284.43, and resistance still up there at the 298.13, as we did get just above that 12-day moving average into 26. So let's see what we can do. Moving on to Cardano, ADA USD, getting a lot of buzz. Watching out for Cardano to blow up here pretty darn soon. Lots of good things going on over there. So we are looking at support to hold 1.30, resistance 1.351. Let's move on to PolkaDot, DOT USD. We have support on that 12-day moving average, 0.670. And resistance is up there at the 15.347. Moving on into Doge, DOGE USD, you know that one. The world famous Doge, we got a double top up there at 0.2679 for resistance. And we'll leave that support level right there, as we did lose that previous support. So at 0.2455 for Doge. Heading on over to Litecoin, LTC USD. We do have resistance up at the 134.19, support lots of it, to lean back on 129.94 for Litecoin. Let's have a look at Link, Chainlink, LINK USD. As you know, we try to go through all this watch list in 15 minutes or less, so we can respect your time. I sure do appreciate it. We have support 18.02 and resistance 18.72. Let's move on to XLM USD. It's also known as Stellar. The Stellar got into some trouble right up there at that 0.268. We've been there before. There's some sellers all piling in right in that area. So that's your resistance and support now at the 0.255, and we do see the 12-day moving average trending upwards to cross back over, which is favorable for us bulls. Moving on to the Vechain, VET USD. Vechain looking at 0.0796 as resistance, and we're riding that 12-day moving average. I should say the 26-day moving average. So we're looking at that previous low, 0.0758 is your support. Moving on to FIL USD. We have resistance 57.226 and support very tight range 54.68. Moving on to Storj, STORJ USD. Storj heading into our buy target, so we'll be keeping an eye out for that. So we have resistance right up there at the 0.680 and support testing that as we speak, 0.6497. Let's have a look at IOTA, Internet of Things, going red to green this morning, up 0.34%. So IOTA leading the way for today's drive. And we have support 0.789, resistance 0.821. Lots of volume in these candles here, folks. So looking at comp, COMP USD taking off this morning, up 0.76%. Did manage to get all the way up to that price pivot. You see it up there, 271. So we got resistance 271.16. And your support level to watch out for 248.903. Let's give attention to basic attention coin. We have our resistance level 0.547 and support remains at the 0.531. Nothing classier than Ethereum Classic. Same support level 40.870. Resistance 43.016. We're still trying to get through there. But we do have some wiggle room. We got two obstacles in our way. Moving on to MANA, MANAU, SDC. There we go. USDC. That makes more sense. 51, should say 0.0511 is your resistance. And 0.483 is support. Moving on to Zill. Zill leading the charge up 4.62% for the day. So Zill run into some trouble right there at that 0.076 line. And we're looking for support to hold down there at the 0.074. And we can nudge his stop loss up just beneath those two moving averages, the 12 and the 26. As we move on to NU, USD. Several attempts to go, but haven't popped through yet. So we're looking at resistance up at the 0.241 and support. There she be, right on that 12-day moving average as it crosses above the 26 at 0.228. NMR USD is up next. So we did get up to, we'll hold on to that support level. I tell you what, we got one more to go for that. So watch out for 27.484 for support. And resistance on this previous high, 28.85. And moving on to GRT, that's the graph token. Grabbing the wrong handles. There we go. So we have support down there. Where's it coming off of? Way over there. 0.546. And resistance now coming back up through, going to be there to 0.560. Moving over to Uniswap, UNI, USD. Almost triggered our buy target there. We have resistance at the 17.70, so we'll be eyeballing that one. And support now is 16.847. Looking for this higher low to settle in. And moving on to AAVE USD, up 1.80% for the day. Resistance to 12.60 and support holding at the 205.67. On to MKR USD. Resistance 2178.25. Support on top of that 26-day moving average. Previous low at 2087.84. On to MATIC, MATIC USD. There we go. 1.085 is support. And resistance there. Going to be to try to get above that 12-day, 26-day moving average, I should say, at the 1.116. Let's move on to SOL USD. And we'll readjust these here. We have resistance up at the 32.883 and nice support there at the 30.942. See, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 levels of support to lean on to. Let's look at audio. Audio finally taking off here, up 5.50%. So something got it all stirred up. So we're looking at resistance 0.798 and support 0.754 and nudging stop loss just beneath these previous lows over here. Moving on to CHZ USD. We have support 0.233 and resistance there 0.246. On to Theta. Theta unchanged. We're looking at 6.773 and resistance 7.03. On to ENJB USD. Somewhat of a double topper there, maybe even a triple top. So we'll keep an eye on that. We have support at the 0.9753, resistance 1.02. So that $1 range, still trying to get close above there. That psychological number. Looking at Harmony 1, looking in good shape here. Hey, might have made a climb up here. And resistance at the 0.0665, support level now at the 0.0634. We'll wrap up with PAXG, PAXG USD. This token is pegged to gold. And if you're a Tastyworks platform, you can actually trade PAXG now, listed on there. So we're looking at support 1778.50 and 1787.07 resistance. Well, let's wrap it up here with Bitcoin dominance. This is BTC.D here in TradingView. As you can see, we've kind of dropped down about 0.5%, so we're down to 47.37% of the crypto market cap is Bitcoin. We'll look at Ethereum up 1.54%, so we're up to 17.20. So money's starting to roll back into Ethereum. And we'll look at Doge dominance, slightly down 3.61%, so down to 2.43. And total crypto calculated here by TradingView is 1,351,000,000,000. Folks, that does it for me. Be sure and like, subscribe, and share if you're on YouTube. And share it with your friends. Those of you that are on the other platforms, have a great day, and I will speak to you soon.